Oh, you know what we could talk about? We should talk about the prank that we did on my mom in grade 9.
That was fucking legendary.
Oh my God. When we did that prank, Yanni told me, he goes, yo, you should definitely do like a got your girl pregnant prank on your mom this Valentine's Day. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious. So my mom was sleeping. I had to get everyone out of my house, right? So my dad and my brother were at soccer practice. Andrew was at his friend's house, and Matthew was at his friend's house. So it was just me and my mom. My mom, all the time, she eats dinner, she drinks wine, she sleeps on the couch, and then she goes to watch TV, and then she goes to bed. It's always a routine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I'm going to make her drink wine. She's going to sleep on the couch, and then I'm going to go in her den and yell at Amanda and then wake her up and she'll come in.
Yeah.
I want to know your point of view, though. Tell the people your point of view.
Oh,
I know.
I think it was that morning.
Yeah.
Like that morning, you're like, hey, like I want to do this prank on my mom, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, okay, down. I'm like, I love your mom, but still down.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with my friend, and like she wanted to like hook up with this guy. And, like, I was a fucking rider, so I went with her, even though I was literally alone.
Uh-huh.
Fucking whatever. So we're at this guy's house. It was a big house. And they started doing their thing. And then, thank God, right when they started doing their thing, you called me. And I was like, oh, fucking thank God. I run into the washroom, and I was like, is it time? Is it time? Is it time? And you're like, hold on. And then you just kept talking. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, when do I say stuff?
Yeah.
And then you just kept yelling. And then your mom came in. And you're like, Amanda, blah, blah. And then I was just like, I'm late for my period.
Yeah,
I was like, what do I say?
It was on the spot. It was on the spot.
You didn't give me any heads up or nothing. You just went right into it.
Because I was yelling. This is what happened. Because for 20 minutes, I cut everything out. But for 20 minutes, I was literally like,
yeah, I was on the phone with you for the 20 minutes.
Fuck, man. Fuck Amanda. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Like, I was trying to get my mom to wake up, but she wouldn't wake up. And then once I heard her name, like Mike, I was literally gonna give up.
Yeah, you were like, you're like, Amanda's coming.
I put that part in the video, but yeah,
you did.
I was so scared. Because I was like, I'm just yelling for no reason.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. Like, it was the perfect reaction.
Yeah.
The perfect reaction.
And you could tell like you woke her up from something too. So she was just like, I'm so done with this shit. And like, I love how she was bitching at you, and then when she took the phone, she's like, sweetie, what's your name? Little girl. It's like, little girl, what's your name? I'm like, Amanda. And then you're like, it's Amanda, because she knew who I was at this point. But like, you know what I mean? It took her like a year or two to realize like who I actually was, to put a name to the face and everything. So you're like, it's Amanda. And she was like, Amanda, have you gotten your menstrual cycle?
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
And the craziest thing is, everyone who watched that video, they go, your mom handled that so good. And I'm like, yo, it was the real.
Yeah.
Like, there was no planning that.
Exactly.
That was like, it was like, so rewarding.
If you actually, like I was about to say that, like if you actually go.
My mom doesn't know how to act. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Like, like when I
because your mom's a sweetheart, man. She'd bitch at you, but she'd be there like holding the baby too.
Yo, if I fucking got a girl pregnant at that age though, like now that I'm thinking about it,
we're 14.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it,
we were 14 years old. You were 14 years old telling your mother that you got a girl pregnant.
Oh my God. Yo, now that
you call me a hoe?
Now that I'm thinking about it, because I was like blaming on the party, and I remember. Okay, I'll explain this part. Yanni's part. I want to explain that part. So Yanni was in the car with the girl.
Yeah. Okay, you told me this.
And he was in the car with the girl, and I didn't call him saying I was going to do the prank. Yeah. He just told me to do it, and he didn't think I was going to go through with it. I didn't warn him. I didn't do anything. I just said, okay, maybe he'll go with it if I called him, right? And I was running out of ideas because I was on the verge of fake crying. My goal was for her to get me to like slap the shit out of her. I wanted her to slap the fucking shit out of me, right? But she wouldn't, because I don't know, she was just in shock maybe. Yeah, no. So I called Yanni, and I'm like,
she felt
Yanni,
bad.
I told you to give me a condom. And the funniest thing is, his phone was connected to the Bluetooth on the car, so he was about to hook up with this girl, right? And then all he has is like, oh, hold up, my friend's calling. And he was thinking like, we used to like call each other for like what videos we're doing,
you guys are
we editing or something, like we were calling. So he thought it was one of those calls, and he picks up the phone and he goes, yeah, Michael. And I'm like, Yanni, I told you should have gave me a condom. And he goes, what? Like he's
no, I remember
with a
his
girl.
Yeah, he was like, what? Like he was dying of laughter.
Like he
and
didn't
shit.
know what's going on. I think it was like a Tinder.
And then your mom took the phone.
Yeah, I think it was a Tinder bitch. It was so funny. Imagine like meeting someone on Tinder for the first time and getting a call about a mom screaming at you because you told your little brother to fuck a girl to be a savage.
Yeah, bro, that was so dumb. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I watch it now. I'm like, Michael fully told his mom that he wanted to be a savage like 5 times in a row. Like,
no, it was funny because no, I didn't say it 5 times in a row. I said it an appropriate amount of time.
told me to be a savage, so I wanted to be a savage. Andrew always gets with girls, so I wanted to be a savage. That's literally what you're saying. And you were like crying.
I just can't imagine Yanni like what Yanni would feel in that situation where he's just like, oh my god, what the fuck? I literally cockblocked him. I bet she like drove him home, or he drove her home, like whatever. I can't.
That would have been so bad.
I don't know. And the prank, like that bad. I think that was like my most. I remember going to school and like I was in grade 9.
Yeah.
In grade 12, be like, yo, that video was fire.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was making like pathetic videos. So having like a video
on
like
my
that.
first day of grade 9.